Yo, 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 what up? It's your boy Talos Golem here with another video, and that's right, I'm gonna go ahead and play this Mew. It's really exciting. I don't know what type of flare I'm gonna use for it. That one looks pretty cool. The bubble's okay. This one's okay too, but I think I like the star one. I think the star one, or what about this one? That one's okay too, but let's go with the star one because that one looks pretty cool. The good thing about these flare system now is that you don't need to worry about which one is like the superior one because they're all about the same. And I don't know what they're going to do with the Series A cards as far as Flare goes. It sounds like they're working on it, but, we're just going to kind of keep an open mind. So I'm going to go ahead and play with this Mew. It's really exciting. I'd like to also play with Jirachi too. I know that Jirachi has a promo, and we're going to go ahead and play with the Jirachi promo if I can find it. There it is. There's only one copy of this card. We can flare out. Oh, we have one of each. I guess we either bought all of the flare or for whatever reason it just came with it. So here's what I want to do. I want to play a psychic deck with these Pokemon, and I want to use Lucia as a trainer. I think Lucia is really cool. We can play with Lucia and go from there. Let's do Psychic. Actually, let's do promo Psychic. We'll get our Jirachi out here. Cresselia is cool too. Do you want to play Cresselia? I actually want to play Mewtwo as well, kind of. But let's use the Crown Rare Mewtwo. I think the Crown Rare Mewtwo is a lot more interesting. So let's do this. Let's do promo, and then we'll do the two Mews. Oh, that's right. I wanted to play Altaria too, but I don't really like the immersive. Let's go back here. Let's play. Let's go with the Giratina. I think it'd be nice to have the Giratina out here. And is that it? Are those the only cards I want to play? Let's see, right? We could do Arceus too, if we really wanted to. We could do an Arceus. Let's do Crown Rare, and let's do one Mewtwo. I think one Mewtwo would be good. We could do Mew EX. We could do that. Yeah, something like this would be kind of cool. Two Pokeball, obviously. We don't need rare candy or anything else. Let's go over here. Let's do trainers. So, well, actually, no. Let's do. We gotta do. We have to do Lucky Ice Pop. Unfortunately, everyone's playing that card. It's just kind of imperative that you play two copies of that, for better or worse, right? That just seems to be the going theme. But yeah, let's see here. This is a Psychic Pokemon. Oh, no, that's only for specifics. Let's do two Professor's Research, two Lucia. And... oh, I wanted to play Budding Expeditioner, because I think that card's going to be really useful. Does this work with Mew as well? Oh, it has to be Mew EX. Darn. All right, well, that's fine. Mew EX is fine, honestly. We should probably play one Cyrus and, like, two Copycats. Copycat's just way too good. I think this is going to be fine. I think this is the deck. We'll put this together. This will be our little deck here. It'll be nice and shiny and promo-y. Let's go ahead and get this going here. All right, and then we'll flare out the Lucky Ice Pop. And I think that's it. So let's go ahead and get this into a game. We're going to make it Psychic, of course. We're going to call this deck, I guess, Mew. It's kind of just all-inclusive Mew. It's going to be our Mew deck, and we're going to play it. Let's actually... I like to have the highlight cards be like something interesting. So let's do Lucia, and then Crown Rare Mew, and then the Shiny Mew. There we go. Okay, so we'll play with this deck, and we'll see how this goes. I'm very interested to see if we can do something good with this deck. Let's not do randoms. Let's actually play. Let's actually play against an actual person. Put this thing to the test. Oh, results announced. Nice. We got the Master Ball rank, which means we get the emblem, which is awesome, and we get 95 pack hourglasses, which is amazing. We can actually use that maybe tomorrow if we want to make a video or something. Let's go ahead and play with the Mew deck and see if we can do something. So we've got a lot of card advantage with this deck. Mew, Jirachi. We could have played Chingling, but I feel like Chingling is like, I don't know, I'm just not interested in playing Chingling. It's a very good card, I understand that, but it is also very easy to just give our opponent that free point. We'll lead with, we're going second here. I guess we can lead with Jirachi, because Jirachi is actually pretty good. Yeah, let's lead with Jirachi. Let's do Shiny Mew, and then we'll do Mew EX. And this is going to be useful because Jirachi is going to allow us to deal 30 damage to something in the bench. They obviously aren't going to bench anything, it doesn't look like. If any of your Pokemon were knocked out by damage when attacked during your opponent's last turn. Okay, though, that's just like 80 damage for 1 energy. That's pretty good. So they're going to Lucia here. They probably have Chingling or something. Who knows? Red card. Oh, thank you. I guess I get to have an extra card in my hand. And, oh, wow, this is very strong. I get, like, a bunch of good cards. We'll start with Lucia because this is going to actually give us the 1 Mew. We will put an energy on Jirachi and use Star Drop, I guess. I don't want to draw too many cards because they're just going to copycat me afterwards. So Lucia is fine because it thins out our deck. Makes me wonder if we should be playing Chingling, because Lucia would actually be good in that situation. We could switch and do stuff. I don't know. It's tough. But our opponent here is doing something very interesting. They are oh, they're playing Mew EX too. Very interesting. Cool. The Rainbow Rare Mew EX is really cool, actually. But yeah, they're going to put an energy on Mew and probably attack me. Meanwhile, I get to hit Pichu for free. Yeah, I was going to say that was pretty nice to give me a free point. Jirachi for the win. Jirachi is very strong, of course. And yeah, I think I'd like to play more of this deck. We could do more stuff with Lucia. Like, we could play with Chingling, but I kind of want to keep an open mind here. And I really want this to be Mew thematic, if that makes any sense. It's a Mew deck, for all intents and purposes, right? Giratina is the one thing that's a little off, but like Mewtwo is relevant. Even Jirachi, you know, they're all like Pixie Pokemon, kind of relevant, right? So this is Mew thematic, the deck, which is really cool. I really like playing Mew. The only problem is, you know, Budding Expeditioner only works on Mew EX. But that's fine. We can figure it out from here. Oh, I thought this was a Mew. For some reason, I thought the Mewtwo EX, I thought I was benching a Mew. Well, that's fine. We can work from here. Because I was going to Budding Expeditioner it. But no, that's totally cool. We probably should consider, if we're going to play Giratina, we should consider Dawn. But I'm fine with this too. Look at this. Gen 1 attacks. Gen 1 gaming, right? Charmander versus Mewtwo EX, the genetic apex. Like, if you like, you would probably think this was like a, if you saw this board state, you'd probably think it was, well, I guess you wouldn't think it was from a year ago, but because Giratina's shiny, but still pretty cool. Our opponent's trying to figure out what to do here. They've got the Charmander. And they are Pokeballing for probably Entei, I would imagine. They also disconnected. I wonder what's going on with them. We're going to probably Lucia and get 2 free cards. Probably bench them. I mean, this deck could honestly use Mega Altaria too. But I don't know. I'm not really like... I guess I could play Mega Altaria and try to go for like that kind of style play. It could be one of those decks where you play like Mew, Altaria, Jirachi, and like a bunch of baby Pokemon, and you just use Lucia to bench them, like Chingling and stuff. Yeah, we could play a deck like that. Well, we'll have to figure it out. We'll have to see. But ultimately, I'm going to need another copy of Altaria if I'm going to do that. Because I do like the 2-star version. Alright, so we're going to use Lucia here. Going to get Mew. Going to get Jirachi. Excuse me. Going to put an energy on Mewtwo and then end the turn. Pretty sick value right there. The cool thing about what we're doing here is we could basically double dip here. Like, we can put an energy on Mewtwo. We should probably attack with Mewtwo, I would imagine. But the other thing we could do is just not attack with Mewtwo and end the turn with Giratina and just get some sick value there. I think that if I'm going to play Giratina, I'm going to want at least, like, 1 copy of I'm going to need at least 1 copy of Dawn. Dawn is just so good. It allows you to, like, turbo out your attacks. All right, there's Flame Patch. Oh, and then okay, so they're just gonna attack me. Wow. All right, in that case, I probably need to just end the turn with Giratina, I think, because we don't have enough energy to do stuff. I could Lucky Ice Pop. Let's Lucky Ice Pop first and see what happens. If we can win this coin flip, okay, nice. That means that we would survive like 2 hits from Entei, unless they ramp up again with Charmeleon. Oh, nice, very very sick. Basically, fully recovered here. All right, so that Lucky Ice Pop did its job. We'll put an energy on Mewtwo. And do I end the turn with Giratina? I think I do. Because it doesn't matter whether I attack or not. Like, we're trying to get to Psy Strike is what it's called. Side Drive. We're trying to get to Side Drive. Okay, they're going to use May. If only we had Mew EX, the Budding Expedition would be really good. I wish it said Mew or Mew EX. I wonder why it's only Mew EX. That's a shame, honestly. Because right now, these are 2 useless cards in my hand. Very useless. But Mew is a very good card, regardless. Alright, so they're going to pump out Entei. This is actually a very, very strong deck, honestly. Like the Entei Charmeleon deck. That seems very strong, actually. Because you can just pump, you can attack for 120 next turn. I'd say that's pretty good, honestly. Let's use Pokeball here. Okay, there's Mew. I think we should switch out. Maybe sacrifice the Jirachi. Let's put an energy on Mew. Switch out here. And then we'll put an energy on Jirachi. Well, we already used our energy. But let's end the turn with Giratina. And if they decide to Cyrus us, that's totally fine. We have to make them use it, right? We're going to sacrifice the Jirachi. And then next turn we could get out Mew and use its attack, I guess. And then from there we could Budding Expeditioner. We could do a lot of things. Like we could Budding Expeditioner the Mew EX. Although Mew EX has to be in the active spot. Oh, this thing is so many like needs so many things to get working well. It's really annoying. All right, there's Mega Charizard X. So we can try to attack, I guess. The thing about Mew is that it has to be a move that's chosen at random. So my assumption is they only have 2 Charizards. Oh, wow. They might not have any. Okay, so Mew, I think, is going to be kind of useless here. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to concede. Unless we can... I mean, we can try to do something with Mew, I guess. We can see. But my hunch is that it's not going to be good. I mean, let's try to use its attack for now and see what happens. Oh, shoot! I didn't even realize that. I completely forgot that it has the other move. That's pretty sick. All right, well, this just went from being pretty interesting, actually. I did not expect to do that. I thought they didn't have any more Charizards left. And they can't even discard it, so Mew is just really sick. Holy cow, we just did 150 damage for 2 energy. All right, well, I think it's time for us to use Mew EX. Oh, wow, we might actually come back from this. That would be insane, if true. Let's bench the Mew EX. I want to keep the Budding Expeditioners, because they might actually be useful here. We're going to use Psyshot to KO the Entei, and then after that, we can... If they attack us, we can Budding Expeditioner. You know what, though? They probably have a Flame Patch, so I think it's GG. Yeah, all they need is a Flame Patch, and then they can do 250 damage to us. Still, though, we did get really close to winning. I'm very impressed. I think that there is a room for this type of deck to thrive. We just need to figure out what the right way to do it would be. I mean, I guess I have to bring out Giratina. I don't like that. But it is what it is. Yeah, there's the Flame Patch. All right, well, GG, I guess. It was a lot closer than I thought because of the regular Mew ability or attack, I should say. That was really fun. I gotta mess around with Mew a little bit more. I think we've got some really interesting ideas. If anything, we don't play with Mew, the regular Mew. We play with Mew EX. But I've got a lot of interesting ideas for this deck. Let me know in the comments what you think. Is Mew viable? Can there be a Mew deck at all? Let me know in the comments, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace out.